In the previous sections, we learned how to do data analysis with Pandas after reading the data in from dataset files. However, as part of a data science project workflow, we also need the ability to export data out of Pandas to the formats we require it in. In this section, we'll learn how to export your transform data out of Pandas into popular file formats like CSV, Excel, and many others. In this video, we'll introduce how to export data from Pandas into a CSV file. We'll also walk through how to control what you want to output and what you want to leave out. Let's go to the demo. We start with importing Pandas module. We then read a dataset into Pandas using read CSV. We now have a Pandas data frame which holds our dataset in memory. Now let's find out how to export this data out of memory to a data file. We are choosing to create a CSV file which stands for comma separated values. Pandas provides a method for this called toCSV. We run this method on the data frame we created previously and pass it the file name to export the data out. We see that it has created a new CSV file and written the data into it from the data frame we ran toCSV on. The data we just exported was in the same exact format we got it in. This can't be much useful in the real world. Ideally, we want to do some data transformations and manipulations before taking our results out. Let's see how to do that. Here we create a new data frame and fill it with sorted values of the airline safety data sorted on fatalities in the most recent time period by descending order. We also choose to get just the airline name and the number of fatalities in the set time period and leave everything else out. Now we need to send this data to our audience, and they want it in a CSV file. Well, let's export it. Now the output file, we just have the data we just transformed instead of the whole data frame. Pandas also lets you choose what you want to export and what not. For example, let's say you don't want the column names exported for some reason. You can do this by passing option header equals false to CSV method and no column names in the output file. You may want to leave out the numeric index Pandas created automatically while importing your data. You set index to false. You don't really like comma as a separator between values and a record. No problem. Pandas got you covered. You just use sep parameter and pass the separator you like. Earlier, we demonstrated exporting a subset of data. toCSV method also provides functionality where you can choose which columns you want to export. You pass column names in a list to the toList and Pandas will export values from only these columns. Pandas has plenty of other options which lets you control what you want to export and what you don't. This concludes our demo for this video. In this video, we introduced how to export data from Pandas out to a CSV file. We also walked through how to control what you want to output and what you want to leave out.